Joe Taylor back deep for the Wolverines, and here we go. This one into the end zone for a touchback, and that'll bring out young Bryce Underwood. Folks, he turned 18 years old on August 19th. He's growing, he's learning, and he's continuing to try to get better heading down the stretch.
Well, and this offense is just so much better than they were a year ago, and a big reason why is number 19. If he continues to stay patient, he's going to turn into a fantastic player. I will say this, he's got to practice that patience today. This is a defense that is very good. They're opportunistic. He cannot be careless with the football.
First down and 10 at the 25-yard line. Underwood to throw on first down. Underneath, he's got Jordan Marshall. Second down and 2. And they'll hand it off to Jordan Marshall. Gets through the hole, hurdles forward, and picks up a first down. First down for Michigan at the 36. Underwood, play fake, under pressure. Underwood taken down. Great pressure. Aiden Hubbard.
Huge pressure rate for him. He's got 3.5 sacks on the year. They certainly need him. It's a terrific defensive end.
Underwood guns it, and it's caught. Andrew Marsh, the freshman from Katy, Texas. That's in the Houston area, having a wonderful season, gain of 10. Underwood. Under pressure, underneath, caught. Donovan McCulley. Not only a first down, but yards after the catch. First down at the 46-yard line. Underwood again to throw. Guns it. Sideline caught. Andrew Marsh. That's a gain of 31. Marshall in the backfield. They'll give it to him. And Marshall straight ahead, falling down at the 11. Gain of 3. Second and 7 at the 11. Underwood under pressure, steps up in the pocket and is dragged down. Bruss out of nowhere just ripped him down, loss of 6. 2 sacks on this drive for Northwestern. 3rd and 13 at the 17. Marshall around the corner. Touchdown Wolverines. Home run. But there is a flag.
Holding. Offense number 54. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 3rd down.
Underwood. Underneath. Klein leans forward. And it'll be a couple of yards short. Actually, a 10-yard gain. That'll make it 4th down and 12. And now they bring out the field goal unit. Zvada, one of the best kickers in the nation. First team All-America last year. And this one will be from 34 yards away. Got it up. And he missed it. On first down, Kamalafe with some running room. And he's stopped by Hausman after picking up 4 yards. Second down and 6. Kamalafe again cuts it back. Derek Moore with the tackle, gain of 2. 3rd down and 4 at the 26-yard line. Michigan showing blitz and a flag. Let's see if they jumped.
Offside. Defense number 1.
First down at the 31 now for Stone and the Wildcats. Kamalafe. And Caleb Kamalafe, also from that Houston area, Katy, Texas.
Braun told us after that bye week, they lost to Oregon. They went into the bye. He asked the entire staff, hey, who are we? How are we going to succeed? Where are we going? And they came back to him and they said, listen, our offensive line is a heck of an offensive line. Komalafe can run it. Let's lean into that run game, and that's what they've done.
2nd down and 8. Komalafe again. Now Northwestern, they're coming off a loss last week, 38-17. 3rd down and 7 now. At the 34. Stone drops it off, far side. Ball caught. Wagner turns it up, and he's close to the 1st down marker. He'll gain 6, needed 7. Luke Akers will send it away for Northwestern. Samaj Morgan, the deep man for the Wolverines. And they fake it. And Northwestern says they have the 1st down. Coach Braun gambling. Looks like he picks up the 1st down.
What a second effort from Chase Farrell as he stood up behind the line to gain, and he kept turning his legs and was able to just get across, hold on to the football for a 1st down.
So Northwestern rolling the dice early here at Wrigley. From the 41 now. 1st down. Stone sprints out of the pocket. Throws on the move. And incomplete. That ball out of bounds. And a flag thrown.
There is no foul for defensive pass interference. The action was deemed to be legal. The pass was incomplete. 2nd down.
Empty backfield for Northwestern. Stone. And that one deflected at the line of scrimmage and incomplete.
Hey, Northwestern is one of the best screen teams in America. This would be a perfect time for a screen.
Trips at the bottom of your screen. Stone fires sideline. And caught. Whoa, Wilde. What a grab.
What a huge 3rd down conversion. We've seen it a couple of times. Michigan jumped offside. They are able to move the chains. Fake punt, move the chains, and here on a 3rd and long, Griffin Wilde comes up with a monster catch. Although, man, they might take another look at that. They did, I think, correctly deem this as an incompletion to Griffin Wilde. This is a great angle right here. Great job by our crew. You can see just doesn't have firm control when that ball touches the ground. Ground clearly helps him catch it, so it'll be 4th down, and Northwestern will have to punt it away.
I tell you, our broadcast crew has just been amazing this season, especially last week with that Indiana game. And the touchdown by Omar Cooper. They were right on it. Morgan, the deep man. And Morgan will get away from it. Jordan Marshall in the backfield with Underwood. Underneath, nice throw, great catch. Andrew Marsh again, the freshman, this time for 12. And this time, Michigan trying to run outside. Not a lot. Tracked down, Cusdell stopped by Robert Fitzgerald. Marshall back in now, 2nd and 10 at the 21. Bredesen in motion. They look that way. Marsh with a blocker. Bredesen. Nice gain for the Wolverines. 3rd and 3 at the 28. Underwood drops it off near side. Should be a 1st down. Zach Marshall with the catch. Michigan wants to utilize those tight ends. 8 for 8, 97 yards. 1st down at the 32. Again, Underwood just whips it underneath, and Marsh with another catch. 1st down at the 43. Underwood again winds up. And that one thrown a little high for Donovan McCulley. 2nd down and 10 at the 43. Underwood now decides to run it. He's got a lane and dives forward. Picks up the 1st down in front of Fred Davis. Gain of 14. Underwood looks balanced today.
Only 1 incompletion so far today. 9 of 10 for 108. And I got to tell you, this is the best he's looked in the last 3 games by far.
18 years old. 1st and 10 at the 42. Play fake. Underwood looking, dancing. Now steps up on the move. Bryce Underwood trying to get around the corner and is finally dragged down. Improvisation. It's a 4-yard gain the hard way. And that may take us to the end of the 1st quarter. And it will. Bryce Underwood facing a 2nd down and 6 at the 38. Here's Marshall. Fighting his way to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. 3rd down and 6 at the 38. Bredesen in the backfield. Underwood winds up deep. Sideline. Oh, Marsh has it. Andrew Marsh. Play clock winding down. And Michigan elects to call a timeout. Their first. Michigan. 1st down and goal at the 6. Jordan Marshall in the backfield. Marshall running outside, cuts it inside. Woo, what a stick in the ground. Nice move, and it's a 5-yard gain. Saka with the tackle. 2nd down and goal. Now at the 1. Bredesen, the up back. Marshall, the deep back. Out of the I formation. They'll give it to Marshall, trying to squeeze through. Does he? Yes, he does. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Impressive drive from this Wolverines team. Look at the movement up front. That offensive line. A lot of young guys in there, and you can see Marshall, as he's kind of being held up, just extends that ball over the goal line. What a drive right there. I tell you what, they're showing some serious balance, and more specifically, some explosiveness in the passing game. Efficiency in the passing game, and you know that they can and will run the football with Jordan Marshall. But it has been about Bryce Underwood and Andrew Marsh so far today.
Jordan Marshall on the season, his 9th rushing touchdown. He's having a terrific season. Extra point is good. Michigan went on a 12-play, 91-yard drive, eating up 5 minutes and 45 seconds. 1st and 10 to the 25. The Cats. Stone underneath. That one thrown high for Wilde. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 at the 25. Kamalafe. And Kamalafe ridden down hard after a 2-yard gain. The Nebraska transfer had 11 tackles and 1 TFL in his last game against Purdue. Stone dancing around, in trouble. Stone, and he just lofts it out of bounds. Major pressure by guess who? Hausman and Pierce.
Wink Martindale blitzes more. You see that there on the last snap. Single backer pressure like you saw right there.
Ball fair caught by Morgan. 49-yard punt. 1st down and 10 at the 23. Play fake. Underwood in trouble and sacked again. I tell you what, Northwestern's getting to him. Underwood. Over the middle, incomplete. That one thrown high for Klein. 10 of 12 for Underwood. 3rd and 16 at the 17. Underwood. Northwestern coming. Underwood sideline, back shoulder, incomplete. Donovan McCulley was his target. So Hudson Hollaback comes in to punt it away. First punt of the game for Michigan inside the 5. Wagner steps up and finally goes down. 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's the handoff. Hyman. Nice run for Joe Hyman Jr. from Little Rock, Arkansas. 2nd and 3. Handoff straight ahead. Hyman. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. Not much. Etta. No gain. 3rd down and 3 at the 47. And Michigan may have jumped.
Offside. Defense number 17. 5-yard penalty. Enforcement of the penalty results in a 1st down.
1st down, Northwestern at the 42. Play fake. Stone, deep drop. Sideline. Caught. Hyman out of the backfield. 2nd and 4. And they will not. Hyman. 1st down. 2nd and 4, he gets 5.
What I was going to say is this is their game plan and their blueprint.
First down at the 31. Here's a reversal. And it's Wagner. Wagner with a nice move to get the ball down the field. Young, impressive coaching staff led by Coach Braun with this Wildcat program. Stone rolling out on the move across his body. Caught. He's got his tight end, Hunter Welsing. First down and goal at the Michigan 5 for Northwestern. Hyman runs into his own man and is stood up by Ernest Hausman. Second down and goal at the 7 after the 2-yard loss. Stone looks that way. Stone off his back foot. Touchdown! Hayden Allegiant. Flag on the play.
Michigan gets what they
Pass
want.
interference, offense number 84. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Second down.
Komalafe in the backfield. Stone, sidearm throw, caught. Wagner turns it up, and he'll get to the 15-yard line. A 6-yard gain. Third down and goal at the 16. Stone, and a whistle.
Before the ball was snapped, charge timeout Northwestern. It will be 30 seconds in length.
Stone guns it near side. That one short, incomplete. Jack Olson in to attempt a 34-yarder. He's 11 of 13 on the season. And it's perfect. 7-3 our score. This one kicked out of the end zone. First and 10 at the 25. Here's a handoff, Marshall. Marshall breaking tackles, dives forward at the 30. Bruss. Second down and 5 underneath McCulley. And that's a first down for the Wolverines. Fitzgerald with the tackle, gain of 7. First down at the 37. And Marshall. Second and 4 at the 43. Underwood out of the pocket, on the move, and incomplete. Marsh slipped coming out of his route. Third down and 4 at the 43. Underwood, he's 18. Underwood. Oh, what a catch for the Wolverines! Deacon Tonelli rebound that basketball.
As Underwood climbs in the pocket, great pressure again from Northwestern. Ball goes straight in the air, and Tonelli is Johnny on the spot. Perfect place, perfect time, and he's able to go up and get that ball. Again, great pressure. We've seen that constantly today from this Northwestern defensive line.
Najee Story with the pressure. 8-yard catch, but more importantly, it gives Michigan a first down.
Charge timeout Northwestern, their second of the half.
If you haven't gotten to Wrigley Field, you got to get out here to catch a game, whether it's football or baseball.
Jenny was in the scoreboard earlier today. Marshall, nice running. Look at Jordan Marshall. What a back he's turning out to be for the Wolverines.
I really think Jordan Marshall is one of the best backs in the Big Ten. I think he would start almost anywhere in the conference.
Here's a reverse. Marsh gets clobbered. Northwestern has the football. Bruss with the recovery. Wow. The Michigan 47. Stone. Komalafe. And he'll pick up a couple.
As we wind down here to the 2-minute timeout.
Second and 7 at the 44. They're going to throw it. Wagner. Now he decides, woo! Power slam! TJ Metcalf. from the 44. Stone.
I don't think he got it off.
The play clocks are malfunctioning and was not working on the previous play. We're going to reset the game clock to 1:53 at the previous spot. 40 seconds on the play clock. Both clocks will wind on my whistle.
Stone steps into his throw. Wilson down at the 5. Komalafe in motion out of the backfield. Wagner replaces him on the other side. Stone looking. Stone end zone incomplete, but there is a flag. Derek Moore with pressure. Drew Wagner was the target.
There were multiple flags. Near side, I think they got Michigan with an illegal substitution. I don't know if that's also what the back judge threw his flag for. Possibly 12 guys on the field. I think that is what both flags are for.
Illegal substitution. Defense had 12 men on the field at the snap. Northwestern has declined the option to reset the game clock to the 1:22 at the previous snap. 5-yard, half the distance to the goal. First down.
Stone rolling on the move. Incomplete. That ball was deflected, I believe.
Jason Barham is so good on the edge and athletic. You can see the length right there in that tip ball.
On second down, Komalafe plowing forward. Barham again. Caleb Komalafe in the backfield. Welsing in motion. Stone looks that way, goes through, and another ball deflected at the line of scrimmage. This time, it's Rayshawn Benny. Jack Olson good from 34 yards today. This one will be from 21 yards away. And a flag.
False start. Offense number 73. 5-yard penalty. Fourth down.
Jack Olson from Wheaton, Illinois. Good snap, clean hold, and pure. Joe Taylor deep. Underwood. Over the middle. Excuse me, sideline, and it's caught. Nice catch by Andrew Marsh from the 42. First down. Underwood. Again, sideline throw caught by Marsh again. This freshman is having a sensational first half. That's a 12-yard gain. First down from the 47. Underwood goes through his progressions. Sideline, Marsh steps out of bounds. Where do they need to go, Joel, to get in Zvada range?
Well, I mean, we keep talking up Zvada. He's one of the best kickers really in college football history from over 50 yards.
2nd and 7. Underwood with time. Incomplete. That ball broken up at the 44.
Charge timeout, Northwestern, their final timeout of the half.
3rd down and 7 at the 44. Marsh in motion. Here's Underwood. Backside pressure. Underwood will cross the line of scrimmage. Get close to the 40-yard line.
Oh, Gus, this is 60. This is just across the 50. 60 plus. So
here we go. Actually, this one from Yes, 60 yards. Zvada. Good snap, clean hold. Oh, he pushed it wide right. Great day here in Chicago. Sunny in the mid-60s. Big Ten football. Wolverines and Wildcats. Here we go, second half. And out of the end zone. First down and 10 at the 25. Caleb Kamalafe in the backfield. Stone will throw it on first down. Winding up. Wide open receiver. Wilde. He turns it up. Gets out of bounds. Nice throw. Great catch. Gain of 19.
Here we go.
And a flag.
Well, they jumped again. It's just a matter of if they were in the neutral zone, and they weren't.
Offense number 17. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So they call Wilde up top, so you're not going to see the false start, but you see Jayshon Barham, number 1. You see he kind of has that bit of a flinch. Martez Lewis, the right tackle, he stepped out a little bit early, but on the far side, it was Griffin Wilde that started a bit early.
First and 15.
There's that false start, Gus. There you see the lean, and he was just early.
Stone in trouble. That ball deflected again, incomplete. That's about the third deflection we've seen. 2 sacks in each of the last 3 games for Derek, and he has a team leading 9 for the season. And Kamalafe stopped by Rayshon Benny. Empty backfield. Stone sets up a screen underneath. Didn't fool the Wolverines. As Welsing is dropped quickly. Troy Bowles. So now Luke Akers comes in to punt it away. The deep man, Samaj Morgan. Morgan comes up and fields it at the 15. First down and 10. Let's see. Here come the Wolverines. And Underwood, that ball deflected this time. McCulley, the target. Marshall breaks it outside. Oh, almost broke it. Mac Uline tripped him up. We're down at 7 at the 18-yard line. Underwood. He wants to run it. Hits the sideline. Picks up the first. Russ stops him, but he gains 8 on 3rd and 7. First down at the 26. Marshall. Oh! Marshall! Down the sideline. Can he get there? Jordan Marshall cuts it back and goes down inside the 10. The Cincinnati Kid, a gain of 65. He's had 450-plus yard runs this year. Nebraska, Michigan State, Purdue, and now Northwestern. First and goal at the 9. Michigan trying to pound the rock, and wow, it fools everybody, including our cameraman, Bryce Underwood, with the touchdown. A 9-yard run.
I tell you, this is great ball handling right here. Underwood's going to fake to Kuzdal, who's right here, and he keeps it on the edge. Look at all the fast flow from the defense. Everybody thinking it's going inside, and Underwood saunters into the end zone.
What's the read there, Joel, for Underwood?
The defensive end, he squeezed down. Underwood keeps the ball and stays on the edge, and the linebacker never got around in order to fit that outside gap because he was inside due to that fake.
Extra point, up and good. Michigan striking quickly.
And it's in the second half when this run game always really ends up eating up the yardage. We saw that a couple of weeks ago when they played Michigan State.
It's like boxing.
That's right.
And body shots. Northwestern, Michigan, terrific battle so far. Let's see how the Wildcats respond. This come off the charges for gains 3. 2nd and 7 at the 28. Stone fires deep and incomplete. Wilde almost made a catch like that in the first half. Northwestern 1 for 7 on 3rd down conversions today. Stone dancing, steps up, buys time, deflected and incomplete. So Northwestern forced to punt it away. Luke Akers with Morgan, the deep man. Morgan from the 31 tries a split and does. Spins, keeps moving, and lost it. And Michigan says they know. Northwestern has the football.
And Sharon is pointing at the screen because Morgan is the one that pops up out of the pile with the football. And you see he's
after reviewing the play, the ruling on the field of fumble recovery Northwestern is upheld. 1st and 10 Northwestern.
1st down at the Michigan 36. Hyman in at running back. And they give it to him. And Hyman wrestled down quickly. Hillman with the tackle after a 1-yard gain. Hyman again with a hole. Gets outside. A burst. Nice run by Joe Hyman. Northwestern, these guys are good. They look like they got some pros.
You bet. Tiernan is definitely a pro.
1st down and 10. Hyman. 2nd and 8 at the 16. And some movement on that left side. Tiernan.
False start. Offense number 72. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
This kid looks like a player, though, Joel. I'll tell you, he's good.
Yeah, he really is. I think Caleb Tiernan is going to have a good chance at the next level, but here, just out of his stance a little quickly. They've used that hard cadence, if you will, with the single clap to try to get Michigan offside a couple of times, and they've done it effectively. And there, Tiernan just unable to hold his water on the outside.
Tiernan, 6'7", 325, 2nd and 13 at the 21. Preston Stone directing traffic. They hand it off to Hyman, running Tiernan's way again. Derek Moore with the tackle. Stone looks, Stone bounces, and he'll just dump it out of bounds. Great coverage by the Wolverines. Jack Olson has been good from 34 yards, 26 yards. This one from 35. And he remains perfect. Here's Taylor. Oh, Taylor gets stuck. Marshall. Another football. Oh, gosh. 2nd and 4 at the 26. Underwood over the middle. And again, Andrew Marsh. 1st down and 10 at the 39. Says he wants to go into real estate. Custom. 2nd down and 6 at the 44. And Underwood, 1st down, McCulley.
And then Jordan Marshall steps in, and he's just been electric.
Custom slips, and he'll be tackled for a loss. 2nd and 11. Over the middle, McCulley. Oh, tripped up, almost made it. 1st and 10 of the 18. The handoff, and Marshall crosses the line and gains 1. Rome was not built in a day. 2nd and 9 at the 17, off his back foot. Incomplete, but a flag. He was going for Tonelli. And Fussell was draped all over him.
Tonelli lined up here at tight end. There's a little bit of a delay trying to get the play action just out of his reach, but Fussell all
Pass
over him.
interference, defense number 13. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Marshall, the deep man, out of the eye. Marshall trying to get outside and will not. Wonderful coverage. Robert Fitzgerald. Marshall. Power running. Touchdown, Michigan. Marshall. Wait a minute. Wallace.
Ruling on the field is that the ball crossed the goal line prior to being fumbled. Therefore, it is a touchdown.
And it did. Play is dead immediately when he's got control and he touches that goal line. Crosses the plane right there. Plays dead, touchdown, even though Uline is able to punch it out. Wolverines get 6.
As Michigan, they go on a 10-play drive covering 80 yards, eating up 5 minutes and 23 seconds. (21-9). Chicago and Wrigley Field. This has just been spectacular. So much fun. And folks, it's an honor for us to be in this broadcast booth where Harry Carey worked, the legendary voice, where they have a statue outside the ballpark of Harry Carey. So just great energy today to watch the Wolverines and the Northwestern Wildcats. First down and 10 at the 25. Preston Stone, and they just gun it. Had some pressure on him. This time it was Mason Curtis.
Intentional grounding. Offense number 8. The ball did not cross the line of scrimmage. The ball was placed at the spot of the foul with a loss of down. Second down.
Stone in the pocket. Over the middle. Oh, what a catch by Wilde. This kid is terrific. That one thrown low, but scooped up. Elegon gains 4. And that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. Stone, near side, caught, Wagner. Preston Stone with time, sideline throw, back shoulder. Oh, another great catch. Elegon. Stone on the play fake over the middle. Caught, well safe. However, Northwestern's got to punch it in. First and goal at the 1. Do they get it? Touchdown, Wildcats. Extra point. Good. And they send it away. 21-16 our score. First down. Jordan Marshall cuts it back. Oh, he gets smacked after picking up a yard. Some hard hitting. Second and 9. Underwood to throw. Underwood lets it fly. Incomplete. He had McCulley. And a timeout called by Northwestern. 21-16 our score. Michigan leads Northwestern. It's been a good day for Bryce Underwood. 18 of 25, 237 yards passing. No touchdowns, no picks. Underwood underneath, and it's intercepted. Wow! Down the sideline. Braden Turner, and Northwestern has it. They give it to him. Kamalafe. Touchdown, Northwestern. Northwestern going for 2. 4 receivers at the bottom. They throw it incomplete for Hyman. 13 points for the Cats in the last 55 seconds. Jordan Marshall through the hole. He'll dive forward, get close to the 30. 2nd and 6 at the 29. Marshall breaks it back. Marshall cuts it inside. Jordan Marshall again. A gain of 24, but he's down. He can't even move that arm.
I've dealt with that injury, and it is brutal.
They give it to him straight ahead, and he bursts through. Braden Bruss with the tackle. 2nd and 2 at the 39. Kuzdal gets through and picks up a first. 1st and 10 at the 36. Delayed handoff. Kuzdal cuts it inside. Woo, he gets smacked. They are hitting today, folks. Both teams. 2nd and 4 at the 30. Kuzdal again. It's intercepted on the play action fake. Robert Fitzgerald. First down for Northwestern at the 22. Kamalafe. 2nd and 9 at the 23. Michigan's defense, they got to get off the field. Stone, sideline, caught. Albright gets out of bounds. Stone, under pressure, incomplete. Rousing the target. Andrew Marsh, the return man now. Akers from the 15. Marsh from the 30. And Marsh gets to the 40-yard line.
This Northwestern defense has been great.
First down to the 41. And it's Kuzdal with a burst. Woo. Kuzdal, very effective runner thus far. Underwood, he finds his man Marsh. Marsh continues to move. And he'll get close to the 30. First down at the 33. And Kuzdal, this time stood up and driven back at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 at the 33. Underwood hands it off. Kuzdal downhill running for the Wolverines. It's 3rd and 2. Delayed handoff. And Jasper Parker lunges forward. I don't know if he has enough for the first. Turner with the tackle. 4th down and 1 at the 24. Kuzdal! I think he got it! And he lost it! Northwestern ball! 5 turnovers! Wow! Wildcats take over. 4:20 remaining. First down at their own 26. Stone will throw it, and he'll just gun it at the ground. 2nd and 10 at the 26. Now they'll run it. Hyman trying to get outside with the burst. And out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Holding, offense number 83. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. 2nd down.
That's Blake Van Buren. Hyman. And he's bottled up and will go down. Swarming coverage. Kamalafe, the pistol back. Behind Stone. He'll run it. Kamalafe. And he'll be tackled around the 20-yard line for 5. Pops it up. And fair caught at the 38. Kuzdal in for Jordan Marshall at running back. Out with the shoulder injury. Kuzdal And the back shoulder throw, incomplete for Andrew Marsh.
Ineligible man downfield, offense number 54. That penalty has been declined. Second down.
Second down and 10 at the 37. Underwood looking. Underwood. Nobody home. Underwood looking. Underwood. Sideline. That is a catch.
Obviously, they played like it with
After reviewing
mistakes.
the play, the ruling on the field of catch is upheld. It will be first down, Michigan. The clock will next start on the snap.
First down at the 42. Kuzdal in the backfield. They give it to him. Kuzdal pounds forward. U-line. 2nd and 7 at the 39. Kuzdal. Make that Underwood on the play fake, and he finds Marshall. Marshall gets up a little tender. Underwood rolls. Underwood runs. Underwood, what a great scramble. And first down. First down and 10 at the Northwestern 28. 1:07 to go. Michigan runs it. Kuzdal. 2nd and 6 at the 24. Kuzdal pounds forward. Gains a yard. So here we go, 3rd and 5. And it's Kuzdal. Oh, first down, Michigan. Whoa! First down, Wolverines at the Northwestern 18. Clock starts. Another handoff. Kuzdal now gashing this Northwestern defense. This one will be from 31 yards away. Northwestern with one timeout. And they will use it. Got it up. And it's good. Michigan wins. On their worst day, they come back and beat Northwestern